This type of girdle would hold some of the armament that come in that you could use. It's called the belt of truth. The belt that supports the armor, which is going to help you in your protection. The breastplate is fashioned to this belt. And this is protection to keep your hearts pure. For without it, you could be mortally wounded. And the shoes. Shoes are very important. And you use whatever's going to work for you. So you could better get a good stand. To be able to stand your ground and to be able to move forward. But the Roman soldier used to take his shoes and drive spikes through the bottoms, like golf cleats or baseball shoes. So when the enemy would thrust against them, they couldn't move. And they could move forward because they couldn't be pushed back because they held their ground. Shoes are very important. Then there's a shield. The shield of it itself is your faith. It's your faith. It's God's greatness. It's a spiritual protection. And there's the helmet. The helmet is the truth of Christ. To be always mindful of what Christ has done. Then there's the sword. Now the sword is not basically used for defense, but is for attacking. It is quick when it's used in the right hand. And it's a very, very powerful weapon. And it can hack away at Satan's attacks. There's one more weapon though. Paul spoke about it at the end. One more weapon. It's a Christian's most powerful weapon. It's called prayer. Prayer. Prayer in the hands of a Christian is the most powerful weapon ever known. When yielded, it can strike fear into a lot of things. Prayer has been known to change a person from within. Prayer changes life itself. You want good things to happen? Pray. Pray. You want your children back in church? Pray. Pray for your children. Very discouraging for a pastor and for a congregation to come in Sunday after Sunday and see no youth here. See no children here. You want that back, you pray for it. Pray. I've been praying my heart out. You guys need to take up a little bit of the slack too, you know, help me along with this prayer for our children, for our church. You want a better pastor? Here's what you do, and I can get you a good one. Pray for the one you got. I can get you a good one if you pray for it. Pray for the one you got. You never know. Prayer changes people from within. Don't forget who's got your back. And he's right behind you. It's God. You notice all the things that talked about the armor of God. The full armor of God is all used for the front. There's nothing behind you. You don't need the armor behind you because you have God at your back. So I say you can't turn and run because then you lose that protection. God has got your back. Sometimes we forget to use the weapons that we have. But they are there for use. For us, we can all use them anytime. Anytime we feel threatened. Prayer can bind Satan. And once bound, we can use the sword of truth to finish the job. We need to understand something. You need to understand that the war has already been won. The war has already been won because Christ had final victory when he rose from the dead. The war is won. The battle still continues, though. There's little skirmishes out there, but the war is won. Christ won final victory. Satan doesn't own a Christian. Doesn't own us because we belong to Christ. Satan can only be a nuisance. And Satan is a nuisance. Trust me. I've seen him smack eye to eye. He's a nuisance. Christ is our example if we but keep our eyes on him. For we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but against the principalities of darkness. You need to put on the whole armor of God. All of it. For your protection. Put on the whole armor. Put on the gospel armor. Each piece put on with prayer, till every foe is vanquished.